Kenya football lovers, welcome to Ball na Ball, Kenya Premier League weekly review. Here are the highlights. So the Nyanza derby, what a showdown. The one everyone was waiting for, right? The Glamour Boys, Shabana FC, taking on Gorr Maia at Gusii Stadium. The atmosphere was absolutely electric, just buzzing with energy. But you know what? The scoreboard, it stayed blank. First, let's talk about the match. It wrapped up in a really fiercely contested 0-0 stalemate, and really this just cements Gorr Maia's reputation as the league's defensive powerhouse. They secured yet another clean sheet and just denied Shabana those points they desperately needed. Second, while there were no goals, the fan energy was off the charts, and it turned into huge profits. I mean, Shabana brought in an incredible 3,157,500 Kenyan shillings in gate collections alone. It just shows the insane drawing power of the Glamour Boy supporters and Gorr Maia's famous Green Army. And finally, what does this draw do to the league table? It keeps the title chase incredibly tight. Each team walks away with 1 point, so Gorr Maia is now sitting at 27 points with Shabana at 24. But here's the thing, they are both still trailing the leader AFC Leopards, who's got 30. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with the full game preview. Welcome back, football lovers. Alright, buckle up, because today we are diving headfirst into one of the most electric fixtures on the entire Kenyan football calendar. It's the massive Nyanza derby, the home side Shabana FC taking on the defending champions Kogalo. There's this classic Swahili proverb that just hits the nail on the head for this rivalry. When two bulls fight, it is the grass that suffers. And man, that's exactly what this felt like, a proper clash of titans where every single blade of grass was fought for. You could feel the tension from the very first whistle. So in one corner, you've got the home heroes, Shabana FC, known to their fans as the Glamour Boys, with all that passionate local support behind them. And in the other corner, the mighty Kogalo, the historic champions. This was so much more than just a game. It was a battle for bragging rights right there in the heart of Gusii Stadium. Okay, so let's set the scene, shall we? This wasn't just any old league match. With both teams flying high at the top of the table, this had the feeling of a potential title decider. And the atmosphere inside Gusii Stadium was, well, it was absolutely electric. And if you need any proof of just how huge this was for the community, get this. The gate collections alone topped 3.1 million Kenyan shillings. I mean, wow, that's not just a spectacle for the fans. That is a massive, massive financial boost for the home club Shabana. It just shows you the power of this derby. You gotta picture it. The whole stadium was just this incredible explosion of color and sound. You had the home fans going absolutely wild for the Glamour Boys, and then you had the famous Green Army Gorr Maia's traveling support, making sure everyone heard them loud and clear. It was a warm 25 degrees, but I'll tell you what, the passion in the stands was way, way hotter, just non-stop energy. Alright, so with that insane atmosphere, how did it all play out on the pitch? Well, you might have expected an all-out attack, but what we got was something different. It turned into a real tactical chess match, a defensive masterclass from both teams. So here's the thing you have to know about Kogalo. They walked onto that pitch with the best defensive record in the entire league, and boy did they live up to that reputation. Their backline was an absolute fortress, and they were completely determined to walk away with another clean sheet, and that's exactly what they did. But don't think for a second it was boring. No way. This game was decided by the thinnest of margins. In the first half, Shabana's on fire just smashes one against the crossbar, inches away. Then Kogalo gets this golden opportunity, but Sharif Musa just can't find the back of the net. In the second half, Shabana's Felix Voya is just peppering the goal, but the keeper won't be beating. And then right at the death, Armandi has the winner on his foot for Shabana, but it just wasn't to be. Agonizing, right? Honestly, if you are going to give out man of the match awards, you'd have to split it between the two goalkeepers. They were simply outstanding. Gorr Maia's Matthew, who the fans call Good Life, and Shabana's Samuel Udie They were just putting on an absolute clinic, save after incredible save, a truly world-class display from both of them. So after all that drama, all the chances, the incredible saves, you're on the edge of your seat thinking, surely someone's going to break this deadlock, right? But nope. After 90 minutes of pure, hard-fought, relentless football, it ended 0-0. So in the end, it's a point apiece. And you know what? It was probably a fair result. You could see the respect between the players after that final whistle. They had given it everything. That draw really reflected just how evenly matched these two giants were on the day. Okay, so a draw on the day, but what does that single point mean for the whole title race? Because this is where things get really interesting. Alright, just take a look at this table. You've got AFC Leopards sitting pretty at the top with 30 points, but look who's breathing right down there next, Gorr Maia on 27, and this is the crucial part with 2 games in hand. Meanwhile, Shabana is holding strong in 4th place on 24 points, locked in a tight battle. Man, it is crowded up there at the top. Yeah, that little gap between 1st and 2nd might not look like much, but when you factor in those 2 extra games for Gorr Maia, well, that changes the whole dynamic, doesn't it? And then you have that log jam of teams right below with Shabana in the thick of it, just waiting for the leaders to slip up. So let's just boil this all down, right? What are the big takeaways? For Kogalo, this point puts them within striking distance of the top spot, and those 2 games in hand give them a massive advantage. For Shabana, walking away with a point against the champs is huge. It keeps them right in that top 4 hunt. The bottom line, this draw's just throwing gasoline on the fire of this title race. And that really leaves us with the big question, doesn't it? When you look at Gorr Maia's rock-solid defense and those 2 games they have up their sleeve, have they just become the clear favorites to take the title? Or is this league so tight that it's still anyone's game? What do you think, fans? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And hey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the beautiful game. I'm your host, Paul Lashope. See you next time.